I,
Tony Flo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold
that I will uphold
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America
of the United States of America
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and I will faithfully
I will faithfully
and impartially administer the municipal land use statute of the State of New Jersey,
the State of New Jersey,
and I will further
further
impartially administer
administer
the zoning ordinances
the zoning ordinance
of the Township of Belleville
of the Township of Belleville
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God. Congratulations.
Let's all stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lois, can you read the statement of certification of the meeting?
Certification of meeting has been advertised according to Sunshine Law.
Please call the roll.
Mr. Nero,
Here.
Mr. Zungler, Ms. Alvarado. Here. Councilman Kennedy,
Here.
Mr. Conti, Mr. Walsh, Mrs. Shaw. Here. Mr. Medikini.
Here.
Mr. Nella. Mr. Bowles.
Here.
Mr. Sinatra.
Can I have a motion for the approval of the minutes for the December 8th and 15th, 2016 meeting?
Move.
Second.
Lois, call the roll.
Mr. Venero.
Yes.
Mrs. Inalderado. Yes. Councilman Kennedy.
Yes.
Mrs. Shaw. Yes. Mr. Medikini. Mr. Bowles.
Chairman's comments, there's nothing at this time. Correspondence and payment of bills. Anybody have any questions or comments? Old business, anything anyone wanted to bring up?
Yeah, did Lois ever send a letter? Lois, did you ever send a letter to the council to remove this John Ale?
No,
Well, please do that and see if you can get it to her tomorrow
I
so
will.
we can remove him on Tuesday.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, a point of order, please.
Sure. I received your letter. I'm taking it under advice. I'll have a legal opinion at the next meeting.
Can we acknowledge the correspondence I gave to the planning board secretary this morning?
I will
Put on
acknowledge
the
that.
record?
I will acknowledge that, sir, that I was given a copy of that this afternoon. It was faxed to me and I have it.
Well, I respectfully request that something be taken tonight because you just approved the minutes of that December 15 meeting, and my correspondence said I believe that meeting was improper. Mr. Venero had a conflict of interest, yet he chaired and spoke on that amendment to that resolution, and then you, sir, at the end, when it came time to vote, Mr. Venero moved to vote, and you said, oh, he's going to step down because he's got a conflict. And you're a competent attorney. Anyone has a conflict, they have to step down for the entire procedure, not just for a
I have
vote.
your letter. We're taking it under advice. And we'll render an opinion next meeting. I'm going to be looking at the transcript so that I have a clear recollection of what happened. So thank you.
Well, we have it in their videotape, so it's pretty accurate today.
I'll be glad to look at it.
Getting a copy of yours?
Whatever the one I have. You got?
Resolutions, new business. Resolution of the governing body directing the planning board to undertake a preliminary investigation of certain parcels located in the proximity of Belmont Avenue to determine whether such parcels satisfy the criteria as an area in need of redevelopment. The area is bordered by 18-179 Belmont Avenue and includes a specific property, Block 201, lots 11 and 12. Someone like to make a motion whether we should vote on this to determine if we should undertake an investigation? Lois? Any discussion?
I went over to the property today and drove along that. There's a road there that leads to, I guess.
Here.
Microphone, please.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Thank you.
I drove over to the site and I noticed that the site goes on an angle, am I correct? Yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure that that was part of it. I went out there and I took a look at it, I drove along that road, so I'm familiar with the site.
Mr. Chairman, point of order. Did you mention, when you described, did you say bordered by 18 to 179? It's actually 81 to 179.
I know what he meant. You did say that. I know what he meant.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 81-179. Anybody else on the board have any questions? Now, Lois, call the roll.
Mr. Venero,
Yes.
Mrs. Immobiliado,
No.
Councilman Kennedy,
I understand because this is going to be coming back to the council, but I'm not for it.
Mr. Nedekey,
Yes.
Mrs. Shore,
Yes,
Mr. Goldberg,
Yeah.
that's it.
Can you call me? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Also, resolution of the governing body directing the planning board to undertake a preliminary investigation of certain parcels located in the proximity of 78-102 Washington Avenue to determine whether such parcels satisfy the criteria as an area in need of redevelopment as set forth in the local redevelopment and housing law pursuant to NJSA. Anyone have any discussion on that?
Is there any way, while we're doing these, can we get their financial records?
You would like that as part of the responsibility of the planner?
Also, I want to know how much money these people have. I mean, they want tax abatements, they want this, they want that, and you know, why should I finance their buildings? You know, I was looking at my tax bill. When my mother and father died, it was $3,000 a year, $3,300 a year, on a house that was built in 1902. Now it's $8,000 a year. You know, and we're gonna, you know, area redevelopment, you know, give these people tax breaks like the ones down on Terry Street. I mean, like one person in the audience said Tuesday, they want a tax break. I want a tax break. You know? I want to know how much money these people have before we give them any kind of area in need of redevelopment or any kind of pilot program.
Why don't we,
Speak up, I can't hear you.
why don't we do this, Councilman? Why don't we find out if in fact this is an area in need of redevelopment as the threshold question. And then your comments, I think, would be important.
All right.
Can I have a point of order, please? Because I want to let you aware of something before you make any decision. You can do whatever you want tonight. But,
Thank you, Jerry.
okay, but there has been an approval
Why don't we do this?
already by the zoning board on this property for 80 units and a restaurant on the
Let's
first
swear
floor.
you in, Mr. Delgertia.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Let's swear you in.
Swear
All right.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? and
Yes,
nothing but- State your
I'm
name.
Jerry Delgertia, 8 Grove Street. All I want to make you aware of is that there's already been variances and everything approved for an 80-unit apartment building and a restaurant on the first floor. So I don't want there any problems with whatever you do that would cause an embarrassment or anything, because I don't know what the conditions are. I never deal with areas that need a redevelopment. All I know is there's already been approvals given. And the last approval, I think, was given in May of 2015.
That was an extension.
No, that's when he came down, 2 floors. That was an amendment to the 2006.
May 28th.
Came down 2 floors. Still 80 units,
Amended the site plan.
amended site plan, right. It wasn't the, what were you saying? You said something else.
You said, no, it was approved.
Yeah, it was approved, but it was amended site plan, coming down 2 floors. That's all it was.
The units, they.
Same amount of units, same restaurant on the first floor.
Question, if there was a site plan was already presented to zoning and approved,
Yes,
That's what he said.
twice.
May 28th, 2015.
I, how do we proceed with this then? Should we look into?
That's what we're voting on, I thought, just to
Look into it. And I think one of the issues would be to see what approvals have been granted and what are still in effect. And that would be part of the due diligence that we're asking for.
Explain what would the difference be.
We can't hear at all.
Can't hear you.
I would like to have an explanation if it's, before we vote, what would be the provisions or conditions, or if we voted down versus voting for it? What are the differences? I don't get it now if we have a plan. What's the difference?
Well, there are a couple of issues that our expert may want to look into. Whether or not those approvals would not necessitate any further determination, whether it's an area in need of redevelopment, if it's a viable project. And we need to have that expert come back to us, and then we'll be able to make a decision.
But if the zoning board already approved something, how can we undo that?
Building permits have not been issued yet.
We can't hear at all. You know, it's not supposed to be a private. It's a public meeting.
Can't hear me.
No, I can hear you, I can't hear him hiding down there.
They're not the right place.
Your question is relevant, but I think it probably would be.
Can't hear you.
For us. The
Microphone,
microphone is
Use
on.
Get a phone.
Want to try this one?
That's better. Here, try one of those.
We got it?
There's one sticking up in the front there. What's
The information that we have is very helpful, and if the board does agree to make a determination, our expert to make a determination, if this is in need of redevelopment, one of the things he would look at is to see if there is a viable project that is already in the pipeline.
This is just a formality, it would not be anything that we, or zoning has already done.
No.
It doesn't change anything either way. What if this board voted it down?
Well, if the board decided that this area were in need of redevelopment, that would also go to the council, and there would be
This is-
public
this is
hearing
just
on
a
it.
study.
Just a study.
We're not authorizing
Right.
and designating it for redevelopment. We're
We're
just
just finding out,
allowing a
is it
study.
an area?
The same thing with Belmont Avenue.
They can come back and say, no, it's not an area. We don't feel it is.
Right, I
Right now, we're just
understand.
going to gather facts.
And we're doing this because the governing body has directed us.
Understood. Got it.
There really is no risk in Belmont.
As long as whoever looks over everything now knows that the zoning board has done something with this.
Yes.
Someone like to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Lois, call roll.
Mr. Venero,
Yes.
Mrs. Inaugurato,
Yes.
Councilman Kennedy,
Abstain.
Mrs. Shaw,
Yes.
Mr. Medikini,
Yes.
Mr. Bowles.
Yes.
There's no applications before the board. And at this time, would someone like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion.
Meeting is adjourned.
What is that?